opportunity. Here we go, in the game, guys.
We are inside, guys, and this is the game one. Game one on the match between SYA and Clan team, and that's counting for the third place match. And the map, Martin, is Team Islands. We got Team Islands with the mega random start, as you can see here. They started with a spear, as you can see, and they start also with the tower. The tower is gonna be rather useless on the Team Island map, right, Martin? A little bit unfortunate for the players. But before we go on with the maps, let's take a look at the civs. I'm right now on the point of view of Clan Dogon. He's teaming Miguel with Vikings. Dogon is Persians himself, and VH is the Mongols player, playing with red, and Clan Wrath is the Mayans player playing on the purple. And the enemy team, the Chinese team, looks like they have the exact same civs. That's Mongols. No, let me correct myself. They don't. No, they do. That's Mongols, that's Persians, Vikings, and Mayans, as you can see. Okay, I'm gonna stay for a while on the point of view here from Vikings. That's Clan Risk. That's Miguel playing with the green color here. As you can see, he doesn't have a very far away until he goes to the shoreline. He is pretty close to it. He's already, let me put it on his point of view actually, so that you guys can follow this a little bit better. And he's just about to find it. There he goes. He's just there with his spear. Taking a look at what the Mega Random Engine did here to this map. I see two boards, so looks like there are two boards for each player. They spawn with a tower and with a spear, and that's about it, Martin, I think. There's no other changes to this as far as I can see. Moving down here to VH. VH is a little bit far away from the water, as you guys can see. Maybe this is something which could decide if they are going to go back docks or front docks. No, looking at the flares here, looks like most of the Brazilian players, yeah, all of them are flatting here the front. So this will be front docks for the Brazilian team, that's for sure. And let me switch to the Chinese team. Maybe we're gonna be on time to see if they as well are gonna be docking the front of their island or the back of it. Looking at Mr. Yo maps here, very unfortunate board placement here for him. Look at these boards, both of them just behind the forest here, making this a little bit more hard to lure. And bear in mind, they don't spawn with a scout, so I don't know if that's possible to do with the spear as well. And in case it is not, that's something I would need the help of the pros to the side. But if it's not, that's going to be a very hard lure for Mr. Yo here. He maybe would even have to do the loom in order to get them on time, and in order to not lose a villager at all. And from the flares here from the Chinese team as well, we could see that all of them are going to dock the front as well. So this is going to be a very interesting match with action from the beginning. Looks like here SY number 23, he's luring his first boar with the spearman, but you can see how much damage it actually takes from a boar. He's running away on time, so looks like it is very much possible to get a lure done with the spearman. So probably Mr. Yo is going to be fine on that department. He's luring in a few deers as well with the spear, and looks like he's gonna be fine on this matter. As you can see, the spectator dashboard here has just given us the information that Dogon was the first player to dock. This is a very new, brand new feature from Voobly, which we need to thank Happy Leaves about for having done this for us, and it has just now been integrated into the Voobly client and is working like a charm. So thanks Happy Leaves very much for your work, and thank you for helping us developing this amazing new feature for the Voobly client. Looks like a Fang scene here. Paladin was having some trouble getting the board with that spear. It just somehow randomly stopped. Let's hope this.
Yeah, I was watching Paladin lure him with his spearman, and he kept stopping instead of walking straight back. He kept stopping his spear.
Let's hope this is not because of the lag or something. Let's hope it was just something that happened. Yeah. Okay. Looks like the first board is in from Mr. Yo here, and he didn't lure it with the spear, as you guys can see, because
he used the Vil.
And he had to loom, so that's something which maybe, because he's Mongols, that's probably not too terrible, because Mongols will have a very fast uptime anyway, so maybe the fact that he had to do the loom is not gonna be too much of a problem, considering he's the Mongols player. He's gonna take the second boar now, but Martin, this is just so unfortunate for him, isn't it? That stone is also just awful for him. If he at some point loses the water, it's gonna get really hard to get that stone. The second goal is even worse than stone, to be honest. And so altogether, it doesn't look like a very favorable map for Yo. The good thing I see here is the tower very close to the water. That's actually something very good, Martin, right? So if
yeah, well, his book is close to it as well. It won't help a lot, but it will be a little bit of a bonus for him.
It could be a little bit of a bonus indeed.
His resource is not good at all, really, is it? His gold is on the coastline, both stone is on the coastline, so he really needs to make sure they win water for Yo.
Look at the villager coming back to the TC with only 10 HP, so without Loom, that was not going to be possible. There's no way that Loom would have been possible, right? Anyway.
Even with a scout probably would have done Loom as well, because those balls were so far away, you probably wouldn't have done 2 with a scout.
That's entirely true. I will keep this on the point of view of Dogan. Looks like he's going for Loom now, so he is looking at the very fast. No, VH is the first one to to click one to Feudal Age with. Oh my god, this is an incredible time. Even before the 7-minute mark, this is an incredible time uptime here for VH, which was actually so far away from the coastline. He had to walk so much to get there and get his barracks. Sorry, his dock.
Fiat's only just about that lumber camp, but mind, he didn't have a single straggler around his TC, if you look.
Yeah, so
he had about 12 villagers waiting to put a lumber camp down.
Very good job here by VH. That's a 21 pop click up, and you can see there's still no other player which has managed to click up. Mr. Yo is the second one, and he's the other Mongols, so look how much faster VH is here. Let's see if that's gonna actually pay off for him. He's only been able to do 2 fishing boats as far as I can see, because he does need to save that wood for the galleys, which he wants to get out as soon as possible if you're going up this fast to Feudal Age.
I think one of the issues here is going to Wrath is almost isolated, isn't he? On his own. If you look, you got 2 SYs either side of that little spit of land, but you got Wrath out on his own on the right. You got Fiat and Gao really close together with Miguel, but then Wrath, he's almost isolated there. This is going to make Yo's life a lot easier, I think.
I see very much what you're saying, because Mr. Yo and the orange player here, SY number 23, they're both so close to Wrath docks, and Dogan a little bit further away, so Dogan really needs to keep the team playing with Wrath here.
If you think of all the previous SY games as well, number 23 is probably their best water player from what I can remember anyway. He's always very strong on water.
Yeah, indeed there is. I'm gonna keep this, or maybe I'm gonna go for Dogan, because I want to see where is he going with his first galleys. I'm pretty sure they would have recognized this, that Ref is a little bit separated from the rest of the team, right there on the right side. So I'm expecting Dogan to just send his galley straight to Ref. And yeah, Dogan didn't do any exploring at all with his fishing boats, because of course he wants to keep the perfect effectiveness of his fishing boats, and doesn't want to lose any time scouting. Just wants to make sure he gets that food income as fast as possible. VH, the first one to get Feudal Age, as you guys were able to see here. Very far ahead of everyone else in this game, and let's see what is he gonna be able to do with that very fast, really fast Feudal Age time. Looks like he's still winning a little bit here to get the third dock done. That's your problem when you go up so fast. You'll of course be lacking a little bit of resources. Ref immediately flaring where his second dock is, so I think that's exactly where Dogan is gonna send his first galleys. 2 of them already queued up. Let me see, the rally point is still on the front of his docks, but he probably will choose to send them to the right side as soon as they are out here. Mr. Yo, if I'm not mistaken, was the second one to reach Feudal Age. Let's see if he's actually able to see the docks of Ref, which seems to be a little bit late here. Ref was the last player to reach Feudal Age with Mayans, and that could be a little bit of a problem for him. Mr. Yo moving in already with the first galley. Good thing for Ref. Looks like, yeah, his fishing boats are on the left side, so Mr. Yo will still have to look for them, and he's going... Go ahead.
the Gao's going the wrong way. They're doing exactly what I hoped they wouldn't.
Okay.
The Gao and Fiage are both going left to Ying Hao, and they're leaving Wrath all on his own. And Wrath's going to be stuck between the Viking and the Mongol.
On the other hand, we could say the same thing about the Chinese guys, right? Because looks like blue player, he's pretty much left alone as well. Only now Feng Xin comes in with 2 galleys. But let's switch to Wrath. Let's switch to Wrath here. I see number 23 coming in. Mr. Yo was here just a second ago. Where are his galleys? He just had some of them.
He chased the fishing boats.
Oh, he's chasing the fishing boats. I see. So let's see how is Ref going to be able to take this. He's probably not going to be able to take this. It's 4 versus 3 right now because there's 2 players here from the Chinese team. So Ref is left alone here. A very hard situation for him.
Even if Wrath survives with some galleys and some docks, he's certainly been hurt because all his fishing boats have had to run and disappear. So he's going to be a lot slower than Yo getting up to Castle Age. And now the Gao is coming to support him.
Yeah, now Dogong coming in.
They'd isolate again.
And Dogong is being outnumbered here by the Chinese team as well. Looks like Ref was here trying to snipe a few fishing boats. Doesn't look like he was able to do it. And now looks like the first big fighting is going to happen here. There's Dogong and there's Ref fighting against Mr. Yo. Number 23. Ref is the first player to lose one of his galleys. This other 2 doesn't look like they have a very nice position here, Martin. I'm looks like a little bit better for the Chinese team at this point. But let's see
it's getting closer. The Gao has done well to come back, and Wrath's done well keeping his galleys alive and staying in there. So it's not as bad as it could have been at all.
Very, very, very close fight as well.
Hopefully now all of the Gao ships are going to go to the right to Wrath instead of to the left, which I think will at least help them now.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if that's not the case, and it seems like the Brazilian team actually came out on top of this fight. I don't know why, but for some reason Mr. Yo pulled off with 2 of his galleys a little bit too soon.
Well, Wrath, if you look, Wrath did really well. He still kept 6 of his galleys. He had as many as Yo, even though he was isolated. So Wrath played really well there, and he's also picking off number 23's fishing.
Yeah, so trying to get some of the fishing boats. So far, wasn't able to get any of them. 2 of them are on very low HP. It looks like he wasn't able to get any of them.
But at least he's back and slowed down number 23 as much as he's been slowed down, even though he didn't kill any. He stopped the fishing.
Anyway, Mr. Yo coming in with a few galleys as well. Looks like Ref trying to micro this a little bit, and number 23 left alone a little bit. He needs to go forward again when a little bit of a not ideal coordination here between Mr. Yo and number 23. But this could be very good for the Brazilian team as Fiage comes in with a few galleys as well. And they're able to isolate number 23 here.
He needs to be careful though. Miguel's left alone, but they're not taking advantage of it, the SY team. But yeah, it's good play so far by El Clan.
Looks like Alkaline doing very good here. I need to switch off to the left side. Let me see what's happening here, Martin. Is Miguel just having a massive look? Yeah, looks like he's having a massive superiority here against Paladin. Look at the score of Paladin. He's on 39 population, and he's so reduced on the galleys when compared to Miguel.
Miguel is up top 48 at the moment.
And
well played,
really well played by Miguel here, fighting Paladin alone. And this is where the pain begins for number 23 and for Mr. Yo. They're caught up here against 3 players. VH doing really well, trying to snipe a few galleys. Ref coming in. Looks like he even has the highest fleet, the biggest fleet so far. And they are chasing Mr. Yo and number 23, and they're not gonna let off of this guy. So looks
Ras
like
needs to be careful now because Ying Hao and Paladin are both chasing him. But yeah, they've done really well. They want to start looking for a landing now because it looks like they're certainly getting the upper hand on the water.
Yeah, so this is the time where maybe Miguel needs to rethink if he wants to fight this or not. Good thing for Miguel is he's on +1 attack and +1 range, while Persian player Hingwa wasn't able to do that upgrade just yet. So maybe Miguel is going to be able to take this fight. I don't know why Paladin's running back, Martin. I really don't know why is Paladin running back. He needed to double Miguel now to make sure he gets the upper hand, but a little bit of uncoordination here from the Chinese team, something which is really not usual to see on this team. Looking at the top right side once more, yeah, it's Mr. Yo on very big trouble here, trying to fight two players. That's Dogon and that's Raph. Yeah, and he's having a rough spot here. That's for sure. He tries to go around, tries to save his galleys, but does he? I would assume his fishing boats are, yeah, they're either dead or going around. There's 3 of them still alive here, but how much longer can they live? And if they're not working, that makes them kind of useless. Anyway, another big find happening here on Miguel's docks, and Paladin, again, low on numbers, but that's when Hinkhua comes in with a few of his own, and he still doesn't have the +1 attack upgrade. Same thing happens for Paladin. I don't know what's happening with this, guys. I don't think they've just forgotten it, but they don't have it for some reason. Anyway, looks like Miguel, he is splitting his army a little bit too much, and by doing that, he got a few casualties down here, but still on top of blue as well. Martin, can you? I'm just concentrating on the water fightings. Can you tell me if someone's preparing to land?
No, I've been nosing around, just checking on resources and seeing how well they're all doing. To be fair, the scores are a little bit deceiving. It's very, very close.
Yeah, that's
very close between them all.
Kind of close, yeah. Mr. Yule losing the last galleys that he still has here close to his docks, and yeah, I would be surprised if he doesn't lose all of them, because look at the fleet from Wrath at this point. So many galleys already. And
if you look at number 23 has kept everything garrisoned and sort of left Yo to become isolated, so they've split them now. And I just hope L-Clan don't take their foot off the gas on water, because they don't want to start feeling overly confident. Paladin is trying to land in on the left side. If you look, he's just going in the tranny left side of his coast.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Miguel, oh, he's going to walk into it.
No chance, my friend. Yeah, he chose the wrong spot, didn't he, Martin? He shouldn't be doing that from the left side where Miguel could find him so easily. I would have expected him to do first at the very back.
If you'd noticed, Miguel had spread his galleys out around that part of the coastline. So yeah, maybe Paladin should have built it right round the back and run along the edge.
Yeah, that's what I think. I totally agree
Number
with
23 is just clicked up to Castle Age, but if they don't get there with loads of galleys, then it's going to be a long fight to drop castles on the coastline to come back on water.
Yeah, Dogon is not very far behind. Dogon has been the second player to click up to castle. Miguel follows him, and probably Fiat is going to be following as well. And this tower protecting a little bit of Paladin here, but not for long. Not for long. Miguel is able to take 2 villagers here. Nice job by Miguel, taking that top score spot with the Vikings player. Nice, very nice job by Miguel here so far. I might say.
Now they're really starting to pull away more and more, L-Clan, and they are doing exactly what they should do. They're non-stop everywhere.
They're sandwiching here the armies, the fleet of blue and orange player. When I see a transport ship here from blue player as well, from the Persian player, looks like he was able to not show that transport ship to Fiage and Dogon, and he's going around. He's probably searching for a perfect spot to land. I don't know where would that be, Martin, because L-Clan team just controls the whole front line, right?
Yeah, there's a little spot on Miguel's sort of back part of his land.
Going around, looks like he's managing to go undetected so far. He's gonna go here to the left side, probably gonna land at the very top of this island, even though there's a outpost there, Martin. So
he can't risk at the top. He's gonna have to go right on the back. I think Paladin is pathfinding, isn't he? And he's also doing it himself behind. The only place they can land is where they are right now. Can you see below that little watchtower?
Yeah.
Because after that whole coastline is covered. Fair play to L-Clan. They've really thought this through.
But even
every single bit of the coastline is covered. Look at it. There's a house or a watch post everywhere.
Okay, so it looks like Hinkswa has just found his way here to the island of the Brazilian team.
He needs to land. Oh,
yeah, he needs to be now. He needs to be now.
Oh, perfect.
But even though, Martin, this could be still risky, right? Because once the buildings are up, that outpost looks to me like he's going to be able to find it. I'm going to go to the point of view from risk.
Yeah, there he goes. He can see it now. As soon as the barracks is dropped, he can see the barracks.
Yeah, and there he goes.
But that is the only place he could have landed, and he picked the exact spot.
Let's see how long it takes for Miguel to actually see this. Of course, it's very easy for us to see this when we can see the whole map, but when players are concentrated on the water fights and all the other stuff, it gets hard. And there it is, Miguel has just spotted it. Immediately flares it. Probably some walls are gonna go up. There he goes.
Whoa, straight down.
Already.
Wow.
Very nice job. Those walls there could be dangerous for him. I don't know if he's gonna be able to complete them. And yeah, he's bringing in a lot of villagers. He's not kidding around. Look how many villagers he's
well, he knows. He knows this is the only risk they've got. He should fill war now. Kill the vills.
Yeah. He's not.
And he's
got
his. Oh, and he's up his castle age. No.
He brings in his galleys. He brings in his galleys.
This is looking
GG for this.
Better and better and better.
Yeah, this landing has just died. Has just immediately died. Even before Blue was able to do anything at all.
SY have done the job, mind. They keeping all their galleys alive. Although Wrath is chasing Yo behind. Can you see right round the back?
Let me switch a little bit.
Wrath is there with a load of galley.
Oh my god, look at that galley count. Look at that galley count from Wrath. It's just unbelievable. He's still not castle age though, probably not too far away. I guess you guys are able to see that better than me because I don't have that awesome overlay from the spectator dashboard. But yeah, as we would have expected, this landing is GG, Martin. All the villagers are down for Hinkswa here from the blue player.
It's well spotted, Miguel. Really fast.
Fair play here from Miguel. Awesome job detecting that.
I'm just gonna check a sling because Yinghao's population has really dropped to nothing, and I'm assuming Yinghao is slinging.
Yeah, and that's the total destruction happening here at the backside of the Chinese island with Wrath just destroying everything. Mr. Yo doesn't have any chance of keeping his fleet alive. He's trying to run, but as they say, you can run, but you can't hide, and that surely applies to what Wrath is doing here.
They've absolutely dominated the water, and I'm hoping now they'll just keep booming and get to Imp without taking any risks, L Clan, because they got this game in the bag now.
Yeah, and
it's going to take L and mess up for SY to win, I think.
And something really bad here for Paladin. As you can see, 2 of his golds can be so easily reached by water. So this gold is not a possibility. This gold, once Miguel gets to Imperial, is not going to be a possibility either. So not looking good. Not looking good here for the SY team. And if L Clan takes this win, Martin, this could be a perfect start off for this series.
Oh, right? It's a boost. We said it before the stream started. I think Game 1 and Game 2 are massively important for how well L Clan do in this series, because I think they've definitely got the edge in the DM and the one. Well, not definitely 1v1s, but they must feel more confident in the DM and the 1v1. So if win some of these early team games, that's a massive psychological advantage for L Clan, and it's bound to make them feel a lot better as well.
Absolutely agree with you. When I see here Wrath engaging in a small fight here with SY number 23, looks to me like Wrath still has the numbers here to fight this off, but looks like he wants to go safe.
I hope Wrath carries on playing clever as he is and make sure that SY23 cannot get back on water at the back. I really hope Wrath stays around the backside of their lands, because they've covered all the front. The last thing they need now is to give SY a big chance back on water.
Of coming back, I totally agree with you. Something very good, of course, Wrath taking here some casualties from Yo, killing a few villagers from this wood line here, and let alone when he reaches Imperial Age with that extra range, that's going to be really hard for Mr. Yo to get any wood at all. Maybe this one is going to be safe, but that's it. I
didn't even realize, but Yo is not even got the castle age yet. He's almost there.
Me neither.
Wow.
He just lost his fishing boat so soon, right, Danny? So that's obviously going to delay him by a whole lot. I think this is the time where I could go check for the sling. Yeah, I see a small sling
I've been
here.
Checking. Yeah, I was looking for someone really slinging, and there's nobody really slinging yet, is there?
There's a small sling from the Persian player from blue to number 23 to probably try and get him back on the water. That's probably what's happening, because as you can see, Orange is trying to rebuild his docks here at the backside of the Chinese island.
Yeah, well, if you look at the populations, I mean, number 23 is on 85, and the closest to him is Yo with 54, who's only just got castle age, so they're a long way behind SY.
And then
at
again,
the
I've just seen this. Dogon is slinging Miguel. So Dogon, that's the Persian player, is now slinging the Viking player. I do wonder why is that happening, Martin. I would have assumed that it's the other way around, right? No, but looks like that's still happening. Dogon is slinging a lot of resources here to Miguel. Probably he wants to get him fast up to Imperial, and from then on make sure he can control the whole water, and first then let Miguel sling Dogon back so that he can land the Chinese island and try to kill everything there.
Ras needs to be careful around the back now, because Yo and number 23 can both kill what he's got. So yeah, instantly, look, Ras is moving away.
Spot on, going away with his fleet, making sure he keeps all of those boats alive.
I gotta give the L Clan guys credit at the moment. They haven't put a foot wrong. Everything we've spotted and thought and looked at, and potential problems and issues, they're within seconds on top of it.
Spot on, indeed. Very, very focused, this
really.
guy. And
excellent
doing a wonderful
so
job here as a team that we all know is not easy to play against. And they're doing an awesome job so far. First one to click Imperial seems still to be Feng Xin, Paladin, the main player. And,
yeah, but he's clicked up to Imperial with nothing on water and only pop of 60. So
population.
I wouldn't be worried. You know what I mean? Even the castle he's been up towards his coastline to try and protect our gold, it's still not going to do enough, because they can just sit back a little with the galleys and still kill all his gold miners.
Yeah, from where I can see, I think what's happening here is Dogon is now slinging Miguel to make sure he gets to Imperial, and once he's on Imperial, the Viking player is gonna dominate water, of course, and once he's got the whole water control all around, he's gonna sling back Dogon and make sure Dogon lands the Chinese islands and starts destroying everything with his paladin.
Yeah, I hope our clan don't sort of throw this massive advantage away now by trying to do things like slinging too much, because they don't need to. Yeah, they genuinely do not need to. There's a huge, look at that
on the
right
side, right? What were you talking about, Martin?
Yeah.
I'm now talking about the fight here at the right side.
But he came on his own. Number 23 came alone before Yo. So they're out of sync as well. That's not often you see this with SY.
Let's see who's gonna take this fight. Still very close to me, it seems. Oh, there's no ballistics? Can this be true? No ballistics for Mr. Yo, it looks like, because Reth just doing an awesome job with a runner here, and Mr. Yo does not have ballistics. I'm very sure he was missing all the shots on that boat.
Yeah, but Yo was very late to get into Castle Age, wasn't he? He's only now got a university.
It still feels very weird to me to go on this massive engagement without ballistics. It feels very, very weird to me.
Number 23 was the one mainly in the fight. Yo joined in later, and they now Ras and Dogon are going back.
They're going back, but bear in mind, Miguel, the Viking player, is now on Imperial Age, and this is where it could be go even easier for Miguel here at the backside. He needs to go back, because number 23 here, the Viking player from the Chinese team, already on galleons, and that's not the case for Miguel just yet.
They got Fiage on his way to Imp and Dogon on their way to Imp as well, so you can have 3 players from both sides in Imperial. So L Clan, just don't stop going water, man. Don't start stupid slings. And look, number 23 is already starting to come back on the water. And they shouldn't be taking risks.
Looking at the left side as well, Martin, I see a few nice amount of numbers here from Paladin as well. And bear in mind, he's on Imperial already, so probably the galleon upgrade is coming in very soon.
They're allowing them to come back on the water, and that's going to be a huge risk for L Clan. They should have just all stayed and kept going and blocking. Number 23 is well back on water now, and number 23, as we've known, is a very, very good water player.
Something going well here for Miguel. Miguel on the back side of the Chinese island was able to take a very nice fight here, killing so many galleons from number 23, and he's probably now ahead.
Look at Paladin back on water now though, and Imperial as well. So Fiage and Dogon really need to start going now.
Yeah, so looks like FEH has only now reached Imperial Age. He still has a nice amount of galleys here as well, war galleys, soon to be galleons, of course. And on the back of the island, looks like Miguel still doing the damage. Number 23 needs to go back. He's not able to match the number just yet. Probably with this reinforcements, he's going to be able to, because also bear in mind he's very close to his own docks. So probably he's going to take this fight. Let's see if Miguel goes for it, or if he actually chooses to go back. Now, this could be a big fight. This could be a big fight. Yeah, Miguel is not interested in fighting this. He sees the numbers are too close. He needs to go back. He really needs to go back on that one. Do I see a small landing here? Yes, I do, from Dogao. I see some villagers here from Dogao on the Chinese island, but looks like a Persian player, Hinghua, was able to spot that Dogao. Some nice walls going up here, but that wasn't on time, so he couldn't really trap those villagers from Dogao. But the idea was very, very nice, actually. If he would have been able to close that on time, it would have been a very, very nice strategy there. Dogao needs to go back, but then again, keep in mind, they still have the front shore all for themselves here, so Dogao can still do some damage with that landing. This is not over just yet. Miguel with some very nice numbers here at the front of his own base. Maybe he needs to go a little bit more aggressive on those. Even though, look at Paladin, Martin. Look at Paladin. So many galleons already.
This is, it's not looking good, I tell you now. Yo's gone water, number 23's back on water. Wrath is gone off water. They come in, they're pushing around the back. If you look at Yo, he's coming around the backside of... this is not starting to look so great for L Clan.
What a comeback that would be. Mr. Yo doing some raiding here on Wrath, as you can see. Wrath on a very low population too, and he's just very similar to blue player. But then again, there's a big fight coming up here at the left side. Miguel wasn't patrolling, it looks like. Miguel losing so many units for nothing. He needs to go back a little bit, make sure he gets that patrol going.
Oh, Paladin's big on water. Number 23 is coming behind Paladin on water. Number 23 is also pushing in on the Siege on water.
Oh, yes.
And on top of that, Wrath is off water, and Yo is still running around everywhere.
And Miguel is taking this fight. I don't like this very much, just because.
No, he's gonna lose. Yeah, he's gonna lose it all there now.
Looks what's coming from behind. Number 23 not doing an ideal patrol here either. But once he comes, this is gonna be really hard for Miguel.
See, this is what I didn't like with Dogao stopping and slinging. Dogao really needs to... He's gone across onto the land. Look, he's got Cavaliers running round on Yinghao's area, but...
He's trying to do the damage here on the land. He's trying to do the damage...
I really think that the Dogao sling and they sort of stopped going on the water is going to cost L Clan more than what it would have given them a benefit.
Let's see.
I'm not saying they're going to lose this game, but oh my god, they're really getting SY back into this.
Okay, that fight is still going, looking a little bit better for Miguel again. He's being able to fight two players at once, and he still has a fair amount of numbers there. Looks like he's doing good, Martin, now. Looks like he's doing good, to be honest. Let's see if he actually manages to get this fight.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he'll still take fight. I still look at the good thing for Miguel is reinforcements are coming there, but he's losing more definitely than what SY are. And on top of that, number 23 is pushing on top of Fiat through the middle of the water.
He's got this. Miguel's got this. The fight is won for Miguel for now, and Paladin is going back with his galleys. And number 23 probably going to lose all of them because he didn't stop his patrol before going back. And
well, one good thing now, Dogao's actually got a half decent landing. Although, oh, excellent walling by Paladin. Did you see walling with a house to keep the trebuchet up to
alive? Yeah,
Dogau's castle?
Awesome,
wow.
awesome play.
Oh,
Paladin's
so
for
fast.
Paladin's for Dogao, and not heavy camel for blue player. Just heavy camel just now kicked in, and he seems to have enough camels to fight this off. So I'm not sure if Dogao is gonna be able to do too much.
Wrath is back on water, so I feel a bit happier for L Clan now that Wrath is back on water. But Fiat really needs to make sure he doesn't lose the water in the position he's in.
Fiat is fighting number 23. It looks like.
He's crucial here in the middle. Fiat. I think Miguel is safe now. He's held.
It looks like Miguel
has to hold.
Looks like Miguel did a very nice job here, holding against two players. Very well done, Miguel. Once more proving what he's capable of when he brings his top game into the play. And yeah, problem Wrath seems to be
Dogau's landing. The guy's landing is a failure.
Yeah, he's gone. The landing is gone.
That's a fail. So why didn't you go switch now? Get back onto the water, get your docks up, get completely control all of the water. Because they had massive control on water. Control it. Get some get some cannon galleons if you have to, but don't lose the game.
I'm missing a little bit of Yo's units here on the water, right, Martin? I see like 3, and that's pretty much it. No, a few more.
It's because Wrath was fighting. Wrath came back on water, and he was picking off Yo's units as they were coming out, and they killed Yo's galleys on the right side.
So this is a kind of 2 versus 2 situation, but VH is now fighting the... Yeah, he's still shooting only at the docks, and number 23 manages to get a castle down here. That could be really good for him. VH still not fighting ideally.
Number 23's units are all compact and tight to it, as VH and Wrath are just spread around him.
Yeah, VH is only fighting dogs. He really needs to move his units around here, make sure he's actually fighting number 23, where the Brazilian team starts going back because they're not liking the way this is going for them.
Degao is trying for another landing again. He's gonna land. You need to go somewhere else. Just forget trying to fight where the heavy camels and all the castles are.
Okay, VH comes in to try and kill these heavy camels, helping Dogon's paladin stay alive. Yeah, no siege for Dogon. We won't be able to push without any siege, because also keep in mind, look at those number of heavy camels for the Persian player there. He's gonna kill all of these paladins if Dogon doesn't watch this closely. He's just running in through them, and oh my god, Dogon just losing so many units right there for nothing. He's left with like 4 or 5 paladins. That's it.
Miguel, well done, Miguel. He's going elite, going cannon galleons. He's doing exactly what he needs to be doing. Just massively control the water, build a cannon galleon, smash them off the coastline, land them whenever you want. Don't take risks.
That fight went so badly for Dogon. So badly for Dogon. He just lost so many paladins on that one. Probably the lag was not favoring his play, but still really not ideal to just lose so many paladins like that. Miguel doing the job here. Miguel clearing the water on the back. Miguel cleared Paladin out of water for a little bit though, because Paladin...
Yeah, Paladin garrisoned. He garrisoned a lot, Paladin. He was obviously not going to let him out. But Miguel is doing the right thing. He's going around the back. He needs to smash everything around the back.
So looks like a number 23 here doing a very good job once more, Martin. He's fighting a Wrath, which once again, yeah, forgets to click the stop button before retreating with his galleys, and by just forgetting it, he just loses so many units. VH trying to deny here a castle for Mongol.
Castle, I was watching.
Looks like he's gonna be able to.
He's not microing his boots, though, is he?
No, he's not gonna stop it.
He was shooting the dock and the houses and the castle instead of the villas.
So that castle manages to go up, and do keep in mind, castle
big fight. Paladin separated Miguel's galleys. If you look around the left-hand side.
I'm on it. Looks like this could be a close fight. Looks like this could be a very close fight. Miguel doesn't like this. Miguel moving back. He doesn't like this fight. But is it a good idea to go back? Yes, it is, because he could just bring his other reinforcements.
Yeah, exactly. His other army that was fighting the castle around the back.
Look what he has here. Jesus, this is just a huge amount of army.
Oh, Miguel is huge. Miguel is huge. I just really hope the Gao goes back water. Please, just go back water. Let Miguel's cannon galleons smash everything from the coastline. Yeah, it'll be slow. It's not a quick win, but it's a win, guys.
Yeah, so castle going up here for Paladin as well, and that could help him get this fight won. Looks like Miguel still has a long way until he gets all of that huge fleet into the huge. The Gao's
landed again. The left-hand tip. We're on Paladin's base.
I see it.
Which is a much better move, because he could do a lot more damage on Paladin than he could do on Ying Hao.
Let me see if Paladin was able to spot this. Let's change the point of view here for a thing. Well,
he'll definitely see it.
He can't see it. He can't see that. He can't see the
He can't see that.
No, he can't see it. Really. So that's just barely. He's just barely not able to see it. So very nice shot.
Wow.
The right place for Dogon, indeed. And maybe this could be really good for the Brazilian team, because where are those camels at this point? I don't even see them. They are here. They're stuck here. They're not doing too much at the moment.
They're all standing around in the middle. But I like how Miguel is sat right next to the Gao's stables with his elite cannon galleons. That's gonna hurt Paladin. Absolutely hurt Paladin.
This fight is gonna go for Miguel. This fight, this is a one.
He's
fight
got a lot more.
On the left.
Miguel's got a lot more elite cannon galleons going up the left-hand side as well. He can take that castles. He can take the castles down on the coast.
Yeah. Look at this army. Miguel playing this really awesome, Martin. We gotta say, a huge play here from Miguel so far.
Well, you got two. Miguel's doing excellent for El Clan, but you got number 23 for SY. That he's absolutely keeping them in the game.
Okay, looks
100%.
Looks like Paladin has just spotted this, and all of a sudden, the heavy camels from blue player immediately start running into that direction. I think Dogon needs a few galley support here to make sure his Paladins will just not die straight away to those camels.
I like Miguel's left side around the other side of Paladin. He's got elite cannon galleons sat amongst a load of galleons. So those elite cannon galleons are just going to kill the docks and the castles, and then he can come in and take Paladin completely off water.
Yeah, he needs to take care to make sure those cannon galleons stay on the back, don't get on the front, because they could get killed by there.
Wrath has done a really good hero's job as well for El Clan, keeping himself on water and still in this game up against number 23 and Yo on his own. I mean, Fiage is coming in and out, but Dogao has left Wrath now on the water, and Wrath is still there, so fair play to him.
I don't like this fighting for the El Clan team here in the middle. Looks like Mr. Yo and number 23 are slowly but surely getting the front line of their base here, Martin. There's a lot of galleons for both players. They're taking a fight now. Fiage still has a lot of numbers, but I don't know if these are enough to fight both armies from number 23 and Mr. Yo. I guess we'll find out just yet, because there's fighting. I don't know, Martin. I don't know. Do you like this fight for Fiage? I'm not sure.
No. Fiage needs to run. Fiage needs to stop. He needs to run with what he's got, and he needs to garrison the rest in those docks. Wait for Miguel to come back around with him.
Looks like he's not interested in doing so. He's just staying there and eventually losing the fight.
Fiage, see, they're risking too much on land. Fiage went castles and elite Mangudai as well. That's why he's weak on water. And Fiage went and tried to support the cows landing with elite Mangudai.
This is good. This is good for the Brazilian team. Miguel coming in to save the day with a few of his own galleons, and maybe with Miguel on the play, this could be a one fight for the Brazilian team here. So nice job, nice team communication here by the Brazilian team. Meanwhile,
I don't know if they'll win it. They will definitely help.
This is looking very good for the El Clan team now, though, Martin. Look at Paladin, 110 population. He's just lost a TC. There's a Mangudai. There's a castle on the land. This is also something really important. Dogon is going to be pulling trebuchets out of that castle very soon, and the Mangudai from Fiage are going to help kill those heavy camels from blue player. But I think Dogon shouldn't be fighting this just yet. I would just run back a little bit with those Paladins. But then again, he's winning. So what do I know?
Yeah, no, Dogo's landing is paying dividends, but I still go back onto it. I think they've taken risks by doing this instead of just making sure they win the game.
Yeah, he doesn't like the sight of those heavy camels coming in once more from blue player. He's gonna go back to the safety of those Mangudai from the red player, which are able to kill those heavy camels so fast.
But look at Miguel's elite and galleons.
So good, right?
Smashing smashing stuff from the coastlines.
So good. As Miguel, as far as I can tell, MVP so far, controlling the whole water, helping all his teammates, doing here the job, letting Dogon keep on with this push, and this is looking really grim now for the Chinese team.
It's looking a lot worse. A lot worse.
They really need to do something against this.
Paladin's almost GG in the position he's in. He's never going to stop that now, and neither is Ying Hao. Ying Hao just hasn't got enough, even with the heavy camels. They're not going to stop that. Absolutely no way.
Yeah, this is not looking good at all. Elite Mangudais from Fiage, they are fully upgraded. Rams are there as well. Paladins are there as well. What could the Chinese team do?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They've done it right everywhere. Wrath is still on water. They've stopped them on the water. Miguel is there.
Miguel has been everywhere, to be fair. Miguel has just been everywhere. So this is
absolutely
now looking really good for the... this is probably the final push here from a blue player, coming in with a lot of camels. Fiage needs to be taking care of this. He needs to focus those camels and not only the trade. I don't know if he's looking at this. This
is GG. This is GG countdown.
Dogon losing a lot of units, though. Dogon losing a lot of units. Fiage needs to muggle this. Yeah, he's going back and he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine, I think so.
Countdown 5 minutes, I would say at most. GG.
All but years from Dogon as well, so
nothing to stop this now.
Slowly but surely destroying the whole trade for the Chinese team, and Yeah, you gotta think this is the end of the line for the Chinese team here, which were able to hold to this game for such a long time though. A fair play to the Chinese team, even though they lost the water so early on into the game. Well, looks like Yo was able to get a castle up there, but still, how long can that castle take once the elite cannon galleons from Miguel come into play, and they will just basically destroy that castle in a matter of seconds.
If you look, even the Chinese trade is running along the coastline. Once
yeah, they just
Miguel
lost so many trade cards there,
once they move into that coastline area, and all the trade's gone as well.
Yeah, so
GG.
Dogon
Absolutely GG.
Oh, and Ballerina's alarm, guys. Ballerina alarm here. Dogon coming in with the war elephants, with the fully upgraded elite war elephants, and this is...
He didn't even need them. He doesn't even need them.
It's just not getting better for the Chinese team here. It just isn't getting better. Mr. Yo coming in with a few Mangudai of his own, and this could actually delay this push for the Brazilian team a little bit. But how long can they delay this? How long? Dogon definitely needs more castles, though. Only producing from 2 castles is not going to be fast enough, in my opinion.
Fiat is landing more with some Ferraris as well. Now it's just, as we said, it's the GG countdown. Well played, L-Clan. I mean, they did worry me for a bit. I thought they were starting to throw it with SY coming back into the game, but they've managed to pull it off again. And,
yeah, and
absolutely, my MVP for this was Miguel, without the shadow of a doubt.
100%, Miguel,
but
all the way.
Also, hats off Wrath. He played it all spot on, kept himself in the game, kept himself on the water. I think the Gao, even though those landing actually has finished the game, I think the Gao took the biggest risks, for me anyway, but that's just me, I'm not these players.
Yeah, right now this fight is not good at all for the Chinese
GG.
team, and that's the GG count, and that was an awesome game, guys. That was an awesome game. Even though El-Clan took this so early on, we were still not sure, are they gonna win this or are they not? Fair play for the Chinese team for hanging on to this. Really, really awesome game.
Nelson, do you want to just resume the game room? I just seen a message. Just resume the game room and then go through the stats so they can crack on with the next one.
Correct. I think I should have resumed it now. Can you check it for me if I have resumed it? I think I did.
But no, well played, excellent first game, guys. An hour-long game, and what has happened, what some of us hoped happened, that has happened. L-Clan have taken a team game against SY. That's going to set us up for these best in line. Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Awesome game. Let's take a look at the achievements right here. Strong. Largest army from Miguel. That's 100 galleons. 100 galleons from Miguel. This is just a huge army. Really well played here by the Brazilian team. No doubt about it. Let's take a look at the economy, the trade. Yeah, I saw huge. Yeah, there was a huge sling here from blue player. If I'm not mistaken, I couldn't really tell who he was slinging. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's probably just slinging left and right, to be honest. So very nice job here by the Brazilian team, and I will update the scores right now.